talk about I/O interfaces. Okay. So what is I/O devices? Any device which gives output from the circuit, we call it as output device. So here we can have transducer converts between real-time effects to digital representation. What is transducer real world or real-time effects to digital representation? To a digital converter and digital to analog converter. So what is the reason of using these things? Say best example is we can consider our conversation via Zoom meeting itself. Okay. So here I am talking, my signal is, my voice is an analog signal. The analog signal will be converted to digital, then it will be stored and it will be transformed via. Okay. You can have transducers. Input transducers are sensors. So you can have an ultrasonic sensor or any kind of sensor, PIR sensor, anything. So what ultrasonic sensor will do? Sensors mean, say best example, when you are taking your car reverse, okay, reverse parking sensor will help you a lot. How? In the sense, there will be an ultrasonic sensor sitting backside your dash, I mean your rear side. So rear side, it captures the distance between the other object. Say other object can be a person or can be a wall or anything. So if you are close to the wall or something, the program would have made in such a way that if you are near to 1 feet or 2 feet, keep beeping the sound. Okay, that's how it keep beeping. And some parallelly nowadays it has been changed to digital camera will keep sensing. And if the object is very close to the camera, then it gives you red indication, and parallelly yellow indication and green indication. Okay, analog to digital converter can be used. So best example is my signal is whatever I speaking. So it's an analog signal. So this will be converted to digital through my mic. Okay, my mic is going to do that job. Same way, output transducers, those are called as actuators. What are actuators means? Say best example, you can take a human body itself. Say someone is trying to hit you. Okay, mind senses it, and parallelly mind or eyes sense it. So eyes is your input device, so it senses, and parallelly your hand rises to stop it or to hit him back. Okay, hand is your actuator. Okay, same way, eyes is your input device here for a human body. Same way, if you take a processor, I mean an embedded system, say the moment the car feels the beep sound comes when the car is taking a reverse parking, when it is close to the object, it keeps beeping more. So the beeping, the buzzer is your output device. Okay, it is trying to tell to the user that you are near to the object. Okay, so that is your actuators. It can be a DAC, digital to analog converter. So why we use DAC? In the sense, the processor gives you an output as digital. Digital means 0 or 1. So that has to be converted to analog device. How it will be converted? So you'll have a DAC. So DAC is going to do that. Okay. So let me understand what are the human interface devices in our day-to-day life. Okay. So I hope you everyone are aware buttons in your mobile phone. To turn on your mobile, there is a switch button or a press button. Okay. Same way, to increase your volume, you have a press button. Okay. Same way, you can have switch buttons. Okay. What are switches in the sense? Say like your electric one, or you can take laptop where switch button will be there to switch on your laptop. And knobs. What are knobs? Music player. In a music player, to increase your volume, you will have a knobs. So knobs from minimum to maximum. Okay, that we call it as knobs. And keypad. I hope in your laptop you would have a keypad, separate keypad to type your text A to Z, and even special characters, numbers, and all. So the reason of having is to give an input to the device. Same way, you will have a mouse. Mouse again is used to input a device. Same way, you will have indicators. Say to understand whether my laptop has turned on or not. So I'll have something called a display or an LED indicator saying that your laptop is about to switch on. Same way, if you put your mobile phone charging, whether mobile phone charging or not, so you can see through indication of LED light glowing. Okay, so that's our indicators. Okay, same way we'll have a display, and at display you can understand what is happening. Okay, so whether my input has been processed or not, you can see through display. Say if you type A to Z in your laptop in a notepad or your Windows Word, then display shows you whether the typing is happening or not. Same way speakers will be there. What are the use of speakers means to indicate whether notifications has come up or what is happening. So best example, you can take our conversation itself through Zoom meeting. So I'm speaking here. The same real-time data has been transferred to you through Vivo IP, and you are listening to it. Okay. So that is about speakers. We'll see one by one what is this IO devices, how we use. Not so detailed. Here we have only few. We'll see one by one. Okay. Though few would have you have seen and you would have studied, but still it will be a recap. And parallelly, it's an example for your. I mean, this is very important for your exam point of view. What all been used here. I hope you are aware of keypad and keyboard. Okay. There is a spelling mistake in keypad. Don't worry about it. So, and keyboard. So I hope that this you have studied in your 4th semester or 5th semester. Can anyone can recap what is all about it? I hope you have done a programming for it also, I guess, if I am not wrong.
Columns will program it, sir, like first row, first column. We'll assign a value to it. We'll assign those values to it. Like there'll be like 3 to 4 rows and 3 to 4 different columns. So according to the assigned values, whenever we press those particular keys, that value will be displayed on.
How you read the value which has been typed, Shashank? Is there any idea of it? Say assume I have pressed the keyboard number called in a keypad number 2. How my device senses whether I press 2 or 1? Can anyone join along with Shashank? If Shashank.
Sir, for every specific values like 1, 2, 3, there are specific binary numbers. Not specific, we will assign some binary numbers.
Good.
So when we press that number, that binary number converts into electrical pulse and register, I guess.
Okay. Anyhow, you are near to the answer, not up to the mark. I'll just brief it out. This is very important. They'll ask
row and column, sir.
Come again, Dikshit.
Like first row, first element, like that will check, sir. Which column and a row. We'll just mention if it's row 1, column 1 means 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, and 1, 4. So based on which keypad we press, based on that touch sense or something, based on that it will detect if it's in the first column or first row.
You are near to the answer, but not exactly telling in terms of technical mean. So I'll just brief it out. Okay, thank you. So I hope you can understand what does it mean in the sense, say there is something called output register and input register. So in the input register, you will have something called column scan and row scan. Okay. So if any key is pressed, say assume 2 is pressed, this particular pin is going to get shorted and the voltage is going to pass through this row. And no other voltage will pass through other one. Okay. Assume if there are any chance 2 and 5 pressed together, then even this voltage will be passed. Okay. There is something called row scan and column input voltage. I mean plus VCC. Sorry. Plus VCC. Plus VCC can be 5 volt. Generally, it will be 5 volt or less than also or greater than also. Okay. So during that case, when you pass a 5 volt through these columns, one also. Okay. 3 cross 4. I just once again rewrite 3 cross 4. So you pass a 5 volt through this columns C1, C2, C1, C2, C3. And when you pass a voltage, during that case, if any key is pressed, that particular, say assume 2 is pressed. If 2 is pressed, what happens? This particular push button it get closes. This particular push button get closes. So if this is closed, there will be, when there is a row scan, I just write it here better. So it will be like this: 0, 0, 1, and 0, 1, 0, and similarly 1, 0, 0. If any voltage detected at this particular layer, that will be passed to the row. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
So my row scanner will detect the value and ensures that which key is pressed. So that's how the things are going to happen. Everyone, any doubt? Called input register and output register. Okay, output registers are your rows. Okay, it captures the value from the which key is pressed. Input registers are your input voltage which you pass through input register. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there is some concept called, I hope if you explain this much with detail, that's more enough. But still, there is something called switches and debounce. What does debounce mean? What is
to remove the small ripple currents?
Yeah, what is that? That is very correct. Exactly, somewhat near to it. Yeah, good. So I'll just come back on this. Say whenever a key is pressed, okay, whenever a key is pressed, say there will be a pen. I'll show you. So assume these are the one here. If any key is pressed, so it will go in and it will come back again. Okay. So the effect bounce is nothing but when you press it. Debounce is nothing but when it comes back. Okay, when it comes back, it takes some time. So this is very faster. This is very faster. This is a bit slower. The reason because it takes some time to get relaxed. Okay. So best example is, what can I tell? So when the moment of when you hit an object, the object get disturbed. Okay. The object get disturbed, and if you press a key, okay, the moment you press key, it takes faster. The moment it want to get released from it, it takes slower. What we do, we try to increase to decrease this slow effect. Okay, that we call it as debounce effect. If at the meantime, say 2 is pressed, at the same time, after a few minutes or a few milliseconds of delay or microseconds of delay, you press 6. During that case, what happens? Your whole it can't able to recognize what you have pressed. Okay, it can't able to recognize what you have pressed. If you minimize this debounce effect, then the output can be detected, or the whatever the input you have pressed, it can be sensed properly. Got it? This is about debounce effect. Everyone, any doubt here?
Also.
Okay, when they ask for 10 marks or 8 marks, what is keypad, and explain the what is output register in this debounce effect in a keypad, explain in detail. Okay, you should be able to explain the input register, output register, how a keypad works. Okay, so you should tell about this particular logic neatly. Logic in the sense, what I'm trying to say, this particular one should be told detailedly. What is this plus VCC, what is R1, R2, R3, R4, and what is C1, C2, C3. Say a 3x4 matrix you should tell about, and what is output register you should tell about, what is input register you should tell about. Finally, you should talk about debounce. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt here?
Like it's based on the response of that particular key we press, so it will be that time the response will be high. So once we release, it has to come back, so at that time it will be low. Are you telling that? I'm asking, sir.
Yeah, you are near to it. What I'm trying to say is, say whenever a key is pressed, okay, what is debounce? You was trying to ask about it. So I'll just recap what is debounce mean. See, debounce is a simple technique. What is in the sense, say is your key. Okay, if you press in, the moment it takes in is your bounce. Okay, debounce is coming back to normal position. Okay, coming back to the normal position. So this we call it as D bounce. So it should be usually this D bounce, I mean releasing from when a key is pressed and it has to relax to the normal mode. If it is not relaxed, it will be on all time. Say 2 key, it will be on time all. Say sometimes no, if keypad has a problem, if you have pressed on some key because of glitch in the mechanical device which you have placed on a key, because of that the debounce has not happened. The same would have pressed long time. So if you have pressed A would have continuously typed in your Word document. I hope you have experienced in your day-to-day life, correct? Not relaxed, then we call it as, and the time taken to relax, we call it as debounce. Okay. Got it, Dikshit?
Yes, sir.
And same you would have experienced in your day-to-day life. So you would have pressed A because of keyboard fault. The A would have typed for a long time in your day-to-day life, correct? Dikshit, you got it? What I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Same thing you would have experienced in your mobile phone or your laptop or your desktop. Without your reason, you type A one time, but A would have pressed long time. Okay, so that happens. Okay, that is called as debounce mean. Okay, so usually the debounce time should be as minimal as possible. If it is high, then it affects your device. Say you are trying to press 1, but still 1 has multiply given an input to the device. It should not happen. So the debounce effect should be less as possible. Okay, that is called debounce mean. So I hope I am clear to all. Shall I move to next topic?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next we can go with knob and position encoder. Okay. This is but interesting, and we'll understand how your music player volume get increased when you keep increasing your volume from minimum to maximum. How it is going to work, we can understand from this here. Okay. So I hope you are aware in an analog circuit use a variable resistor. I hope you would have used a pot, right? In your analog electronics lab, you would have used a pot. What does pot mean? A resistor, variable resistor mean?
We can vary the value of the system according to our requirement. We can increase it or we can decrease it within a certain value.
Yeah, if a resistor, variable resistor value ranges from 1K to 10K, then you can vary the value from 1 to 10. What I'm trying to say is, see here, there is a resistor. Assume this is, there is a pot. Okay, pot. I hope you are aware of pot. It's a 3D view of a pot. So this is how you look. You'll have a connecting wire like this. Okay. So this is your plus and this is your minus. Okay. So in this pot, how you are going to vary in the sense, there will be voltage value, I mean the resistor value ranging from 1K to 10K. Assume if it is a 10K pot. If it is a 10K pot. So the value ranges from 1 to, sorry, I should put a needle here. So the value ranges from 1 to 10. Okay. So here, when you keep increasing, when you keep varying your pot, when you keep your rotating your pot, the value changes from 1K to 10K. Okay. Minimum is 1K, maximum is 10K. Same way here, we use this variable resistor pot in our digital circuit. Not exactly we'll have this pot, we'll have something different. Okay. In digital circuit, can we use push button for volume up and down? And in some circuits, we use knob and slider. Slider means it will be like this. So from minimum to maximum, you keep increasing the slide. Minimum to, you understood what is variable resistor means, what is push button and what is knob mean. Knob, we'll see how it is, how we are going to use on our day-to-day life and all. Okay. So volume up and down It's an example. So not an easy to use a knob or a slider. It is very difficult. You have to design it by using position encoder attached to the knob. What is position encoder? We'll see here. Okay. Can we use a position encoder attached to a knob? Recollect gray code encoding. I hope you are aware of gray code encoding. Everyone? What is? We'll have simple two optical reader A and B. So A and B senses the LED light when the knob is rotated. The knob is rotated. So I hope you are aware of gray code. What is gray code means? First, let me recap that first. What does gray code mean?
4 inputs, sir.
Correct, you are right.
In output, the first column will be as same as the first column of the input.
Correct.
And the second column will be the XOR operation between the first two inputs.
Somewhat near. Can anyone join hands with Shashank and tell about it quickly?
Like if it is B3, B2, B1, B0 are the inputs, sir. And the outputs are Y2, Y1, Y3, Y2, Y1, Y0 are the outputs. So Y3 column output will be same as B3. Y2 column outputs will be the XOR operation between B3 and B2. Y1 column of output will be the XOR operation between B2 and B1, and simultaneously the output of Y0 will be the XOR operation between B1 and B0, the inputs.
Yeah, you're right. The equation what you are told is right. So it's like binary to gray you are going to convert. So because of the conversion, what happens? The values get say to represent 1000 because of the XOR operation you are done with that. Okay. So same coding will be used here. What we do, we'll have two optical disc plates running next one on one. Okay, like how in the sense two discs in your CD pouch, two CD discs are placed one on one. Okay, same way you will have, and there will be some transparent where the data will be flowing each other. So here the optical lens will pass the light, and AB are the optical diode reader which captures the content from it. When you vary the knob, the content will be transformed as per the 1 to ABC. So here clockwise rotation, A and B values will be varied. Same way counter clockwise rotation, the values will be like this. The same way you can capture with the anti-clockwise. Okay, so if absolute position is not important, incrementing the encoder is very simple. So you can keep incrementing the encoder. Okay, encoder. What is an encoder? Anyone can tell? What is an encoder? Encoder keeps increasing from 00 to 001. Same way 111. Correct? I mean the values get increased. So this value can be converted to positions, if I am not wrong. Okay. So here when you rotate this knob, clockwise, so the volume start increasing. When you rotate this knob anti-clockwise, the volume start decreasing. How this volume increase and decrease is captured in a sense through this optical LED, I mean the laser light which is passing through it. So here the contents are read by AB. Okay, the contents are read by AB. So it will understand what is happening there. Okay, and it gives to the next level of the circuit. Clear? Any doubt?
No, sir.
So this is 60 to 70% they'll ask this question. The previous one keypad for sure it will be asked for 80 to 90% as a question, and this is for 10 marks. Keypad is 10 marks, and this knob since it is too old technique in the market, we may not. I mean nowadays we are not using much in this. Okay, I hope nowadays cars also come up with latest touchpad. Through touchpad we are going to increase the volume and all. So it was a old where retro cars has this style, knob and slider style, and even volume up and volume down input devices. Okay. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
So I repeat once again. Today we are covered two input devices. One is keypad and one more is knob. Okay, knob is designed through knob. In the knob you have a slider, volume up and down. Okay, we are going to detailedly discuss about knob only. So knob is similar to your varying resistor pot. If you keep varying your resistor pot, the value changes from 1K to 10K resistor value. Same way here, when you use the volume knob, so from minimum to maximum, how it is going to record technique, record encoder technique, okay, and parallelly through the optical sensor and through this is the optical sensor and through optical light and through optical light reader. Through this we are going to achieve. Okay, so this is about knob point of view. Okay, any doubt? Shall we go to next topic, an analog device? I'll just quickly, I don't go in detail about it, we'll see it later. Same way here, microphone, how a microphone works in the sense, there will be two diaphragms placed next to next. There will be sound vibrations on it. Because of this, the voltage variations will pass to the next level and that will be converted to digital. Okay, so in a microphone, I will send you a video how a microphone works through your WhatsApp group, so you can capture it. Okay, so I hope that is not required for the exam point of view. This is for your understanding point of view. Okay, if you understand, then only you can write neatly. Okay, microphone, it is used in your phones, cameras, even video recorders and all, etc., etc. Even in my laptop also it has, every laptop it will has. Okay, and what is accelerometer? Accelerometer, it will be available in airbag controllers. Okay, and fluid flow sensor. In industries, I hope coffee machine and all, you'll have a fluid flow sensor and all. Okay, so the amount of fluid should be flood out or taken out from the device is called fluid flow sensor. So best example, our watt level, we have discussed in the first module, watt example, watt 0, watt 1. In that example, fluid flow sensor will keep flowing the fluid to the next level. The other devices will keep understanding what is the content in the tank, whether it is within the range of the temperature, and parallelly low level sensor will detect whether the fluid is less than or not. Okay, so best example we can take coffee machine. So the coffee machine throws out exact water and exact milk when you are doing a coffee or a tea. Tea, more of the liquid, more or lesser the milk, and same way if it is a coffee, more of the milk, lesser the quantity of liquid will be flowed. Same way we'll have something called gas detector. Gas detector in safety equipments. So like it smells the gas around it. So if it is the gas which is related to the what we use in our day-to-day life in our combustion purpose. So if that particular gas and it detects and it gives you a beep sound. Okay, so these are the analog inputs. We'll see about in detail about it in the coming detail. So we have not much about this analog inputs. So it's an overview given in the exam point of view. Okay, and if you want to read more detail, what I suggest, I'll send you some YouTube links for your understanding point of view. What is microphone? What is accelerometer? What is fluid flow sensor? What is gas detector? I'll send you the video links of it, YouTube links of it, how it works, so you can understand from here. For the exam point of view, they'll ask what are analog inputs? Explain in detail, or not explain, overview of it. So you should be able to tell about this slide. Okay, so that's about analog input. So let's recap. So today we have discussed, any doubts here in the analog input?
No.
Abhishek?
No, sir.
Okay. So let me recap. So today we have discussed with respect to input-output devices. So in the input-output devices, we come across what is IO device and what is transducer. Okay. Transducers converts the converter between real world effects to the digital representation. So under transducer, we have two types of transducers. One is input transducer, another is output transducer. So in input transducer, you have sensors. Output transducer, you have actuators. Okay. Same way, I have come up with an example in our body, human body. So input transducers are your eyes. So it senses, and your nose, it senses the real gases, what is happening around you. And your eyes detects what is the real objects around you. And same way, your actuators are your hand and your leg and your other things, mouth, or all are actuators. So actuators are used to respond to the input what you have sensed. Same way in our digital devices or in our electronic devices, input devices are sensors or analog to digital converter we use. So whatever the sensed value will be converted to analog to digital value. Same way, actuators will have digital to analog. Okay. So human interfaces are buttons, switches, knobs, keypad, mouse, indicators, display, speakers are your output devices. So we come across keypad. In the keypad, we come across how a row and key are scanned. So we pass through column value plus VCC. The same is captured through a row. So that is called as output register. Through output register, what key is pressed, it will be captured. Through input register, we pass the values. Okay. So we come across encoder. In this encoder, we come across how a knob is used. So we have in the knob, gray to binary, gray code encoder will be placed, and there will be LED light, and LED light will be passed through the two gray code disk. So A and B are the optical reader which captures the values on the gray code 1, and that will be taken to the next level to give the value from minimum to maximum. Okay. So this is all about we have discussed, and analog input I hope I have discussed. So any doubt you have here, you can come back. So my network is not so